What's going on, guys? Welcome back. This video is going to be about the len method in Python. So let's get started. Alright, so first, what is the len method? Well, the len method is a method and it returns the number of items in a sequence or collection. And the last part is very important. The len method only works on sequences and collections, like lists, strings, dictionaries, etc. And I have videos on those on my channel. So if you don't know what those are, go check those out. Anyway, so let's start off with an example. Let's say I have a list called L1 and it has the values apple, 4, 8, and 1. So now let's use the len method and see the number of elements inside this list. So print len list1. And now just run this and we get it's 4. And going back to what I was saying before, the len method doesn't work on objects that aren't like ints. So let's try that. I'll set L1 to 8. And now I'm going to try printing out len of list1. And we get an error which says object of type int has no len. So basically the int object has no len method. And that's why the len method doesn't work on it. But objects like lists, strings, all of those have the len method in it. Now let's take a look at an example in which the len method could be useful. So let's go back to L1 and I'll store this with integers. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So L1 has values 1 through 9. So you can use the len method in a for loop. You can do for I in range len L1 print L1 square brackets I. And so basically what this does is it's for I in range L1. And the range method requires an integer in order for it to be used. And if you don't know the number of values in your list, it becomes a lot harder for you to iterate over it using a for loop. But the len method helps with that. And one thing that gets confused really often is in this for loop. Len L1 inside this range. So basically, a list has indexes. So right here, 1 is at index 0, 2 is at index 1, and so on. So indexes start at 0. But the thing is, the len method, it gives you the number of elements in your list. So it starts off at 1. And so if you just leave it like this, len L1, then you get an index out of bounds error because you can't look at a position in a list which doesn't exist. So in order to get past this problem, all you do is len parentheses L1 and then you do -1. And now let's run this and we get the values 1 through 9. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe. That's it for this video. Peace.